just a beautiful slice of peach kuchen for you. Today in Stacey's recipe box, we are making peach kuchen. This is a German-inspired recipe that goes back a really long time in our family. My grandma used to make an apple version. I actually prefer peach. So today, it's peach season. I'm gonna bring you peach kuchen. I hope you'll stick around, see what it's all about. It's fantastic. It's just a wonderful, creamy peach kind of cake, kind of, I don't know. It's fancy. Fancy dessert that you could bring to an event and people would absolutely love it. I hope you'll give it a try, stick around, and let me show you how I do peach kuchen. We need our peaches, 4 of them sliced, 3 eggs, sour cream, sugar, almond flavoring, butter, heavy cream, vanilla, all-purpose flour, evaporated milk or whole milk, salt, baking powder, and our springform pan. Another thing to note, we will be using the food processor today. You can also use a pastry cutter. This will also do the same. Just takes a little bit more work on your behalf, but absolutely doable without the food processor. So please don't let that stop you from trying this. Okay, let's get going on this peach kuchen. So into our food processor, we're gonna add a stick of cold butter. With this butter, you want it to be cold, but you also need to just piece it up into smaller chunks so that it incorporates quicker into our crust that we're making in here. So just like that. Then we've got 1.5 cups flour, which we have ready to go. 3/4 cup of granulated sugar. 2 teaspoons of baking powder and 1/2 teaspoon of salt, which we have ready to go as well. Now we're going to put our lid on and pulse it until fine crumbs form. So this is what you want it to look like. If you can see that, good enough. Kind of powdery cornmeal looking almost like. So into this now, we're gonna whisk in a small bowl 1/2 cup whole milk, or in this case, we're using evaporated milk, with our 1 egg. I kind of wonder if these are used anymore, or if you can find them. It's an old tool. I don't know if I could do it with 1 hand. Nope, I gotta hold the can. Anyway, you push down and just give it a good push, and it makes this wonderful little hole. And then you go on the opposite side to create your air bubble or air. Opposite side, you just create another little hole so that it flows better instead of doop. Whisk this first. Also helps if that egg is at room temperature before you try to whisk the milk and the egg together. So into our bowl, we're going to add our egg and milk. And our directions say we're pulsing only until it comes together. So do not overmix this because it will then become a very tough crust. That's it. We're good. Now we're going to grease our springform pan. What I really like to do is put some parchment in the bottom so that this can be put on a nice serving tray. Just going to lay this over top, lay this on next. And we're going to close the pan. And then we are going to cut off what remains. Leave yourself kind of an edge so that you can place the cake on a nice serving tray when it's all done. That's the idea behind this, is it makes it a little easier to transfer to your serving plate. Okay, I would recommend maybe using a baking spray for this because you want it to release. It says perfect release, so boy, that's a huge claim. Let's see, it must work. So it does not say to take it up the sides of the pan, it's just going to be on the bottom. You're going to want to clean this out really well now because we're going to start working with it again, but this time it's just the creamy custard mixture. Just the creamy custard mixture, so you do not want, you know, some remnants of flour and whatnot in your cream custard. All right. Clean hands, we are going to press this into the bottom of our pan. It's a little sticky. Just kind of work it around. Oop, comes off the bottom because we sprayed it so well. This is good. We just wanted to get it on the bottom. Got that nice. It looks quite good already. Okay, so now we're going to set this aside and go back to the food processor. Or if you needed to, you can also use a bowl with the hand mixer for this next stage. We need our 3 tablespoons of flour and a ½ cup sugar ready. So just have it near you. Okay, first we needed to clean off our blade. We've got that all ready to go again. All right, now back in our food processor, we are going to blend 2 eggs. To blend the 2 eggs first, so let's do that. Ooh, really close. Then it says to add our 3/4 cup of heavy cream. We're adding our ½ cup of sour cream. So we're adding our 1 teaspoon almond extract. That's where the magic is. 1 teaspoon of vanilla. So we got our 1/8 teaspoon of salt. And it says to blend 5 to 10 seconds. I opted to go to 10 and have it nice and blended. Okay, then we're going to add this 3 tablespoon flour and ½ cup sugar blend. Just give it a little whisk. Get that flour and sugar incorporated a little bit before you add it in. Lid back on. Oh, sorry. And then it says to blend that slightly too. So this is our custard cream. Okay, so we are now going to add our peaches that have been draining so they're not super wet and drippy. Make sure you do what you can to kind of get them a little bit more dry. Anyway, we're going to arrange what is approximately 4 sliced peaches onto our crust batter. Yeah, that looks about right. We need to bake this now at 400 degrees for 15 minutes before we put our custard over the peaches. So into the oven we go. After you've poured the custard over the peaches, you're going to bake an additional 35 minutes at 350 until the center is set and does not jiggle. You're going to let this cool in the pan until the sides come away from the sides. The sides of the custard comes away from the side of the pan. Then you'll release the springform pan, and then you can transfer it to a serving dish or plate or whatever you'd like to serve it up on that looks really pretty. You would serve it warm or chilled. You do have that option. You could also put some ice cream on it if you're serving it warm. I think that'd be really good. And you must store this in the fridge. Please don't forget to do that. Do not let it sit out at room temperature for too long. I mean, if you're gonna serve it next day, you definitely want to refrigerate it overnight. All right. All right, next we are ready. We've got that 15 minutes done at 400 and it's pulled out. We're gonna just pour that wonderful creamy custard. Probably don't want to bake that in there too. And I do like to take a little fork and just kind of make sure that those peaches are kind of submerged. And take and give it a, see some air bubbles coming out. So back in the oven now for 35 more minutes at 350 degrees. Got a lower temperature to finish.
How are you, Callie? Are you here to say hi? Yeah? Okay, so let's check this out here. We're jiggling. There's a little bit of jiggle left. Let's just let it go 5 more minutes.
Now this is what we're looking for when this is done. I mean, of course it's jiggling, wiggling side to side, but there's not a pool in the middle that just looks like sloppy wet mess. It's fairly set up, so this is good. See, it's pulled away from the sides. It should come out real easy. We must take a taste of this. Very good. You might want to give this one a try. Hit that like button if you'd like to see more videos like this. Thanks for coming in today to my kitchen. Have a wonderful day.